Hey, this is Mark Watch with MTC Media with my takeaways from Week 9 of the NFL. We're going to start with DeMeco Ryans over there, head coach of the Houston Texans. They are 4-4. Shocking in a way. You know, he didn't take over an organization that was being well run, to say the least. And the progression of C.J. Stroud has been positive. It's one of those things where he's just continuously gotten better as the weeks going on, something that you want to see from a rookie quarterback. So it wasn't one of those fast starts and then once teams get film, you see them regress. They're actually building something. And the way they came back and beat Tampa Bay yesterday shows that Ryans just has that locker room and could be having this organization going in the right direction. For all the content making the cut, MTC Media, go to mtcwithmook.com. That is our website. Catch everything about every sport from DMV and beyond. The Baltimore Ravens right now look like the best team in the NFL. But what if I told you there is no best team in the NFL? And I'm a firm believer that there isn't a best team now. There is a series of teams that are better than the group. Baltimore Ravens, Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles. Teams like that are better than the rest, but there's no best teams. And I feel like for the Baltimore Ravens, this is very, very good. You're seeing some positive things. The running game, no matter who they plug in, just keeps churning away. Lamar is so much better when he doesn't do the fourth quarter turnover thing. But I just think that we need to slow our roll on saying they're the best team in the NFL when I feel like this is the NFL's dream where there is no best team. Furthermore, for me in the Baltimore Ravens, I have to see them win a close playoff game. We give John Harbaugh a lot of credit. This is a guy who has won Super Bowl and everything else. He is an excellent, excellent coach. There's no doubt about it. But we put these losses on Lamar all the time. And sometimes Harbaugh gets a free pass from it. And I don't think there should be a free pass for Harbaugh. You can't tell me he's a great coach and no matter the quarterback, he can win with them. Because if you truly do believe that, and that was said before anyone says, well, who says that? That was said when Lamar was holding out. And it was basically like, you don't have to give him the money because Harbaugh's the one who gets the right quarterback and it's his system and he will be able to survive without Lamar being there. Now, if that's the case, then he needs to own some of these playoff losses. And it can't be it's Harbaugh when they win and it's Lamar when they lose. It's one or the other. So I still need to see more out of Baltimore when we get to January. But as of now, they're playing the best, and yes, they are online for a home field advantage, and it's something that I think that they need. But I will say this, even if they have home field advantage in the playoffs, Kansas City can go to Baltimore and beat them. Cincinnati Bengals can go to Baltimore and beat them. Fringe on the Buffalo Bills because right now they're starting to kind of regress back to the mean. Follow me on all social media at MTC with Mook. That's on X. That's on Instagram. That's on Threads. That's on TikTok. It's on all of those things. The Raiders look better offensively and defensively as well, and as good as they have all year with the change to Antonio Pierce. And part of this is that it's just another example of why you need the right guy for your organization. Josh McDaniels was not the right guy for the Raider organization. And when you have players going up to ownership saying, you got to get this guy out of here, this guy is not it. This is not the New England Patriots. And it's one of those things. There was something that James Harden said this weekend, which was when he got traded, Philadelphia wanted him to be part of a system. He is the system. And to be honest with you, before everyone laughs about that and says, oh, it's the NBA. But for years, New England coaches have been hired based on that they are the system, because look what happened in New England. Well, in New England, you had a lot of things, starting with Tom Brady, which you don't have in your organization. You don't have that structure. You don't have those players. It's a lot of things you don't have. You just can't import in a culture. The Raiders were the latest to fall into that trap. Detroit had when they brought in someone from New England, and I can go on and on and on. The only exception might be Mike Vrabel, but the rest have been disasters. And the Raiders, which don't have a lot of money in comparison to other organizations, are now paying 2 coaches not to coach. It's a lot of money for Mark Davis. So this next hiring needs not only to be right, but needs to be within a salary structure, which is why if Antonio Pierce can finish out this season making the Raiders respectable, he has a realistic chance of getting the job. Because a lot of coaches that you would want are either going to ask for A, total control, or B, a surcharge for coaching at such a bad organization. Before you laugh at that, just ask the Commanders. They've done it for years. They had to give Ron Rivera everything and all types of control in order for him to take the Commanders' job. Or he just wouldn't have taken it. And the Raiders' job is similar. So it's a situation where Antonio Pierce, if he can prove to be competent, that he might have a chance at getting this head coaching job. And maybe, just maybe, he's the right person for it. It's Marcus Washington from MTC Media.